Malame, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the five concepts of marketing. Now, concept basically are ideas, you understand, philosophies that surround a particular subject matter. So today we're going to be talking about the five concepts of marketing. So I'm going to list them out before I explain them one by one. The first concept the production concept. The second concept we're going to be looking at is the product concept. The third concept we're going to be looking about out is the selling concept. The fourth concept we're going to be looking at is the marketing concept. And the last concept we're going to be talking about is the holistic concept or holistic concept or societal concept. Now, the first concept, which is the production concept, it holds that a product, right, that is mass produced that people would tend to buy. Let's say, for instance, now let's give an example of Coca-Cola. I mean, there's a saying that anytime you happen in a new what I call it a new residence where people go once NEPA or they carry light to the place, the next place that they carry there is Coca-Cola. They have a large network of persons and other brands that do that. Why is that? Anybody that sees something available, they buy. If you're looking for a toothbrush, now is what toothbrush you see that's available, you buy. You don't necessarily have a particular brand you in mind unless you see a different one. You have variety, then you can choose from the one you want. So the concept is very simple. It holds that whatever you see, you understand, is what you buy. Once the product is mass produced, then people tend to patronize that product that they see. Now, the next one is the product concept. Now, this concept holds that people will patronize a product that is good in that has quality, you understand? Quality. So once the product is of great quality, people will tend to patronize that product. So that is what the product concept holds. Any product that's of high quality, people will tend to patronize. So if, for instance, now there are other products of different brands and there's a particular one that has high quality, people will tend to patronize that one. That's why there are some products that do not have advertisement, but because of the level of quality of which they produce those their products, they begin to, have have you not discovered that things like Lamborghini, although they are status products, yeah, but they don't market themselves. They go to where they sell them and they buy them. It's just that when you get to that particular status, like you go there, or something like a Patek Philippe now, a wristwatch, like you are going there because you already know that okay, I've gotten to this. You are aware of these brands and what quality they offer, but since you have not gotten to that point yet, or a Rolex, I think Rolex is one of the most common ones. You know that once you have gotten to that status, then you now begin to acquire those kind of things. So people will patronize a product that has the highest quality. Then the third one is the selling concept. Now this concept holds that it is more interested in what the seller wants to sell than what the buyer wants to sell, wants to buy rather. It's focused more on the seller than on the buyer. Let me give an example. Have you heard of scenarios where they say buy one get one free? You see that they will have maybe five soaps. Then they will now say if you buy the five soaps, they'll give you one free jotter or one free bucket. You understand? So the concept about it is that it is more concerned about how the seller does not mind reducing the price or giving out incentive to sell it for you. That's what the selling concept holds. The selling concept is focused more on the seller than on the buyer, but it uses incentive to make the buyer buy what the buyer would not have ordinarily have bought. You understand? Just like what I talked about, the buy one get one free. You that saw one, I say, okay, if I can get two for the price of one, then definitely I'll go. It's a good buy for me. So that is that about. Then the next one is the marketing concept. The marketing concept holds that is customer centered. If, for instance, you carry out a survey and they tell 10 people that are saying that we want to have maybe we want tacos. You understand? Two persons are saying they want meat pie or donut, yeah. Then what will happen is that they will produce tacos. If 8 persons say they want tacos and 2 persons say they want meat pie, they focus on the eight. And most like psychology of marketing most times is that once those eight have bought enough with a good marketing or good referrals, they will convince those other two and make it 10. You understand? So basically, what am I trying to say in essence is that sometimes when it comes to the marketing concept, it is people centered. It is concerned about the needs of the people. Unlike that of the selling concept, which was concerned about what the people, it is more concerned about what the seller has to offer, not really what the person wants to buy. And last but not least, which is the holistic concept or the societal concept, is more focused on what the people want generally as a society. What are those things that accept, that full adapt with their culture? Those are the things that people tend to patronize and people want to buy. So that's just basically the societal concept and all. So if you like the podcast, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.